press the bell icon on YouTube app and never miss another update.
Your kids probably have one of these, right? Not quite. Hell of a pilot? No. That skill is all AI. It's flying itself. Its processor can react 100 times faster than a human. The stochastic motion is an anti-sniper feature. Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents. They used to say guns don't kill people. People do. Well, people don't. They get emotional, disobey orders, aim high. Let's watch the weapons make the decisions. Now, trust me, these were all bad guys. Now that is an airstrike of surgical precision. It's one of a range of products. Trained as a team, they can penetrate buildings, cars, trains, evade people, bullets, pretty much any countermeasure. They cannot be stopped. Now, I said this was big. Why? Because we are thinking big. Watch. A $25 million order now buys this. Enough to kill half a city. The bad half. Nuclear is obsolete. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free.
UC Berkeley professor is the driving force behind a scary new killer robot video that's gone viral. The video is a serious effort by computer scientists to show the danger of autonomous weapons that operate without human control. Many experts say the technology is coming soon, and they are urging the United Nations to take action. Now, let me warn you here, the video is violent and you may find it disturbing. You're looking at a dramatization of autonomous weapons that could be our future, programmed to kill without anyone guiding them.
That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents.
The video now has more than 4 million online views.
Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free. A $25 million order now buys this. Enough to kill half a city.
The video was made by a production studio, but some of it looks like real news coverage of deadly attacks. First, on the U.S. Capitol.
They flew in from everywhere but attacked just one side of the aisle.
One of the brains behind the video is UC Berkeley's Stuart Russell, a top expert on artificial intelligence. Russell and hundreds of other scientists and tech leaders are pushing for an international ban on what many call killer robots. Russell was in Geneva this week when the video was shown to United Nations delegates attending a conference about autonomous weapons. We talked with him via Skype.
We wanted to show visually what we were talking about, what it means for autonomous weapons to be weapons of mass destruction. The fact that an attack can happen and no one would have any idea where it came from.
Russell says these weapons could actually be made now by combining and miniaturizing technology that already exists. Make enough of them, and you could kill a lot of people fast with no direct human control. We showed the video to Gloria Duffy, president of the Commonwealth Club in San Francisco and a former Defense Department official.
It's a very important tool to give people a real living feeling for how the weapons would work. There are clearly moral and ethical issues here, issues of weapons that are being developed potentially for the good guys being used by the bad guys.
Let's watch the weapons make the decisions.
The video was paid for by the Future of Life Institute, a nonprofit funded in part by Tesla's Elon Musk. Musk is heavily involved in artificial intelligence for self-driving cars, but he's repeatedly warned about artificial intelligence used for weapons.
Who could have done this?
Anyone.
The last words you'll hear on the video are from Professor Russell.
We have an opportunity to prevent the future you just saw, but the window to act is closing fast.
Well, Steve, this is it. Take a look at it. It looks nice. It's hard to spot. You really have to look for it. People are not happy. Take a look. The holidays mean something different to everyone. That is Starbucks' campaign this year. The brand new cup has illustrations that include a Christmas tree, presents, doves, ornaments, a star, and a couple holding hands. It's a color-it-yourself holiday cup. In 2015, Starbucks came out with a plain red cup. A lot of people were upset because they felt Starbucks went out of its way to ignore Christmas. In 2016, Starbucks came out with a green Unity cup, and people were still complaining. This year, the hand-holding is the issue for some people. One person posted on Twitter, "The new Starbucks cup has a lesbian couple on it. Romans 1:26. Because of this, God gave them over to shameful lust." Another complaint, Starbucks quit pushing your lib narrative on us. Starbucks debuting their holiday cup. We know the holidays mean something different to everyone. Shots fired. How about we just boycott Starbucks? These cups denigrate women and little girls. Don't take your daughter to Starbucks.
That two hands means friendship.
Friendship.
Even if they were lesbians, is that a big deal? Is that a problem?
It's two hands, period. End of story. People can read into it whatever they want, but it's two hands. I don't get too worked up about it.
I love embracing everyone's traditions.
And I think if people are desperately seeking to blame something in a cup at Starbucks, then, I mean, go to Dunkin' Donuts.
And again, that's what you're looking at, the hand holding on the cup. Those are the hands of two lesbians. That's what the people complaining are saying. And they're saying Starbucks, therefore, is pushing the gay agenda. Steve, I'm just the messenger.
Well, you know the phrase about the eye of the beholder?
Yeah.
How many people look at that cup and even think of that until you hear this, right?
So, Gina, have you run into anyone who's offended by it, you personally?
No. And, the first hour we were here, everyone's like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Not necessarily crazy, but they're like, this is a silly story. We don't want to talk about it.
Let me clarify.
Yeah, no one.
You are crazy, but not about this story, okay?
Well, that's true.
Thanks.
Yeah. A 7.3 magnitude earthquake has struck off the east coast of Australia near New Caledonia. The US Geological Survey said the quake hit just after 9:30 a.m. Monday local time, about 80 kilometers east of the Loyalty Islands at a depth of 25 kilometers. A tsunami warning has been issued for New Caledonia and Vanuatu, with waves as high as 1 meter forecast to hit their coastlines.
There is little of Portugal's agricultural sector that hasn't been affected by the country's ongoing drought, and honey production is no exception. The extreme weather has hit crops and wildflowers where bees would normally collect the pollen and nectar they use to make honey. It was a bad year because we had a very dry spring, followed by a very hot and dry summer, and no autumn. For 3 months, our bees couldn't collect any nectar, so it's been a year of hunger for them and very weak in terms of apiculture. Korea has bought 1,000 kilos of substitute food, but says it's still not enough. This year, his 600 beehives have only produced 2 tons of honey instead of the usual 8.
Thousands have fled after Mount Aguan volcano on Indonesia's island of Bali let out a puff of black smoke and ash in a small eruption. This has prompted regional neighbor Singapore to advise its citizens to be ready for evacuation immediately amid concern about a bigger eruption. Indonesian authorities have not changed the alert status on Aguan. The volcano last erupted in 1963, killing more than 1,000 people and razing several villages.
ISIS supporters on a well-known Telegram channel shared the name and address of President Donald Trump's son Barron's school and are calling for backers of the terrorist organization to assassinate him. The initial message that was sent on November 21st by an ISIS supporter called for the assassination of Barron Trump, along with a Google map pinpointing the school's location. It's unclear at this time how serious or detailed any plans are, but it is a matter that U.S. agencies will no doubt take extremely seriously.
Rescue crews searching for survivors after that Navy plane crashed on its way to an aircraft carrier in the Pacific Ocean. Well, this morning, good news. At least 8 people have been found alive. So let's go right to our senior national correspondent, Matt Gutman, for the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. Incredibly, the Navy is saying that the 8 personnel recovered are in good condition. But there's no word about the other 3 on board that plane, which typically ferries supplies and people to carriers. Now, that giant naval exercise between the U.S. and Japan has turned into a very real search and rescue operation. The Japanese Navy is also assisting. Now, the incident happened about 500 miles off the Japanese island of Okinawa and is already being investigated, according to the Navy. It's the 3rd possibly deadly incident involving the U.S. 7th Fleet in just the past 6 months, Robin.
We're thinking of those 3 that are still missing. All right, Matt. Thank you very much.